now we go to the main event, the IBF Super Featherweight World Championship. I've got to say, as a fight fan, this is a fight I'm really, really looking forward to. Joe Cordina, as we've taken many fighters from the professional debut to the World Championship, great fighters from the Olympics, the likes of Katie Taylor, the likes of Callum Smith, the likes of Anthony Joshua, all moved forward to fight for world titles. Cal Yafai, Gamal's brother, Charlie Edwards, so many other fighters as well. And Joe Cordina gets a chance, a golden chance, to become world champion in Cardiff this weekend, to become the 13th world champion. Joe, we'll start with you as challenger. This is it, really, isn't it? I mean, I've seen you heap the pressure on yourself, which I really like. You know, some people say, well, you know, if you lose, it's not the end of the world. But as you said, now or never, really, these opportunities come around once in a lifetime in your home city, a chance to become world champion on Saturday.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, first of all, I want to say thank you to Eddie, Matchroom, DAZN, obviously for Ogawa for accepting his fight and coming to Cardiff. So yeah, but I put the pressure on myself. I don't see it that way. People might see it that way. I believe my ability. I know I'm at world level, and I've said it time and time again. I'm not bothered about any other title in between a world title. All I want is a world title. And yeah, if I lose, which I don't plan on losing, I'm 30 now. It's a long way to build back up. So for me, this is my opportunity. I'm gonna grab it with both hands. I can touch it. I just gotta grab it off him. So for me, this is my time. It's an opportunity for me to showcase my talent in front of the world and announce myself on a big stage.
I know you've got a great boxing brain and you've had a great camp with Tony Sims. I see that the bookmakers make you a favourite for this fight as well. The ones that aren't so sure will say that you haven't boxed at the level of Ogawa yet, and I think we all agree with that, but you've got the ability to box at that level. Do you expect there to be, for you to make that big step up, you have to go to a level that you haven't boxed at before this weekend?
Yeah, on paper, he's a level above. But when you look at what I've done, I'll just go to the amateurs, for instance, but this is a completely different game. The amateurs, I haven't done what I've done in the amateurs for no reason. I was at the top level. I was ranked number 6 in the world for many years. Won European gold, which is one of 5 fighters from Britain to ever do it. And then coming to the pros, and from my 6th fight was fighting championship rounds. So fighting tough fighters, some unbeaten fighters, some that have had hard roads and tough, and they're bogeymen for a lot of people and potential slip-ups. When you look at Ogawa's record, don't get me wrong, he's got a lot of knockouts, but you look at them early fights, I think even leading up to like his 18th fight, he's fighting people that I was fighting in my 3rd and 4th fight, the same record. So when you look at it, there's only 3 people I'd say on his record that were worth mentioning at any decent level, which was Fusili, which he's a good level. I don't think he's world level. You got Joe Cordina, I think from Philippines, and you got Tevin Farmer. They're the recognized names. So for me, yeah, on paper he's a level above, and I'm gonna have to step up and show that I'm at that world level. I believe I'm at that world level, and I've sparred plenty of world champions, plenty of people that are tipped off to be world champions, and I've been in with some tough guys. Obviously, we got Conor Benn at the back, arguably one of the most explosive punchers and fighters on the planet right now, and I've done numerous rounds with him, and he can tell you I'm technically good and I'm tough. But I got a great boxing brain, and as you said, that's one of my strengths, and I believe my boxing brain can think my way around the ring and get that win on Saturday night.
When you talk about that toughness, I think that's what a lot of people are talking about in this fight. They're talking about the skills of Joe Cordina against the strength and the power of Ogawa. A lot of people expect him to try and walk you down and you to try and outbox him as well, but ready to go to those deep places, because it's going to get tough in there against Ogawa. Very, very strong, but you know, you like you say, you've shown that toughness, and you expect to have to show that in moments on Saturday night as well.
Yeah, of course. Listen, if you come in the gym sometimes when I'm sparring, the things you see me doing in a fight, you don't see when I'm doing in sparring, and vice versa. In sparring, I put it on people. I haven't had to do it yet in a fight, because relatively and more than near enough all of my fights, they've been relatively comfortable, and I haven't had to dig in and bite down on my gum shield. But I'm willing to dig deep, bite down on my gum shield, dig my toes in, and get stuck in if need be. But I know I got the skills to outbox Ogawa, and he's going to have to ask himself some questions also, because I know he's been on the floor, but the guy who put him down, he wasn't pressing him. I'm going to press him and look to knock him back out. But at the same time, I got to be careful what's coming back, and I'm willing to do everything it takes on Saturday to take that title off him.
Thank you, Joe. Great words. To the champion, Kenichi Ogawa, welcome. A great performance at Madison Square Garden. You become world champion. Now you have to travel again to defend your title. Joe Cordina says he's looking to knock you out on Saturday night. You look in great shape, ready for the challenge.
まずマダソンスクエアガーデンでは非常にいいパフォーマンスでチャンピオンになれて、おめでとうございます。また、今回、コールディナがあなたをノックアウトして勝つと言ってますけれども、どうでしょうか。
そうですね、まず、ね、マッチルーム、ボクシング、ダゾーン、提言プロモーション、すべての皆さんに感謝しますね。
First, I'd like to thank Matchroom and DAZN and Taking Promotions, everybody that make this fight about possible.
そうですね、まあコルデナ選手がKO するって言ってますけど、まあやれば分かると思うので、まあ土曜日のリングは本当に楽しみですね。
Well, if he says he's going to knock me out in the fight, we will know on Saturday. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Obviously, you're renowned for your strength and your punch power as well. People talking about the skills of Joe Cordina against the power of Kenichi Ogawa, but Joe says he expects to show you some power back as well. You're ready for a great fight, but you believe you'll be victorious this weekend.
コーディナは、小川君のパワーと、彼の、テクニックという試合だと思っていますけれども、それでノックアウトするって言ってますけれども、どのような試合を期待できるでしょうか。
まあエキサイティングな試合ができれば僕に分があると思うので、まあどんどん僕は攻めるので、まあコルディナ選手次第ですかね。まあ僕はどんどん攻めますね。はい。
I expect to be very, I plan to be very aggressive in the ring and have an exciting match. But at the end of the day, it's up to Joe on how he wants to come out.
And finally, you believe that World Championship will be going back to Japan with you on Sunday morning?
最終的にはこのチャンピオンシップのベルトはあなたが日本に持って帰ると信じてますか。
もちろん。
Of course.
Kenichi, thank you very much. Joe, thank you. A tremendous fight for the World Super Featherweight Championship, a real 50-50 fight, a true world-class fight. Again, such great atmospheres. The place is going to be full up on Saturday to see if Cardiff's Joe Cordina could become Wales's 13th world champion live on DAZN this weekend. Do not miss it. We're going to have head-to-heads up here with all the fighters now, and then they'll all be available to the media as well. Thank you for coming. We'll see you for the weigh-in in here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Thank you.